Hello, my absolutely beautiful Scorpio friends, and welcome to your horoscope for December of 2023, where Scorpio this month, we have got Mercury going retrograde, Neptune coming out of retrograde, and Jupiter coming out of retrograde, which is absolutely fantastic news for your partnership zone as plans, designs, changes that you've been making, wisdom that you have been gaining in your partnership zone. You'll get to use it moving forward. And instead of it being like, where you're just having to go through all the experience. Now it's like you're planting these blocks of wisdom that you can stand on well throughout 2024. So it's absolutely a beautiful month to be stepping into. Plus, it is just the last month of the calendar year. So I like to remind you, though, Scorpio, that while this is the last month of the calendar year, in Western astrology, we roll with the season. So we're going March to March time frame. So you have plenty of time before the official astrological year is over. And I like to just say that so we can breathe. Enjoy December without too much pressure. Yes, we're coming into Capricorn season, so you got to do those taxes. But let's try and enjoy December because we have plenty of time before we really change season, okay? All right, as we're getting ready to come into this month, I want to bring your attention, Scorpio, to the fact that Mercury moved into pre-retrograde shadow time on the 25th of November at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So we're going to be watching the degree placement of 22 degrees of Sagittarius to 8 degrees of Capricorn in your chart for our Mercury retrograde story that we'll be unfolding, reviewing, and editing. But as we're going to come into December, right here on the 1st, we see Mercury moving into the vibration of Capricorn, lighting up your third house space. So here you've got an opportunity where Mercury is bringing new information, okay? So it's new information that is realistic. It's grounded. It's you making long-term organized plans. So this is a very steady energy. And it's really wrapped around a lot of responsibility around making decisions, signing contracts, speaking, communicating, relationships with siblings that really demonstrate your ability to own your mastery. So it's a wonderful energy. Now, one of the things I was thinking about for you too, Scorpio, is in some way, because this is a third house vibration, whether you are teaching, writing a book, updating a website, something like that, there is this sense of you are the teacher or you are the advisor in the conversations that you're having during the month of December, certainly until we get through the retrograde. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward. You never know when you are the advisor to someone. Sometimes we have no idea that that's what's happening, and they're coming to us kind of sharing their heart or sharing their vulnerability with us, and we don't really realize what's happening, and it can be easy to make a joke or something like that. But this is a season where people may be really seeing you in the role of wisdom, so take it seriously. As we get to the 4th, we're going to see Venus move into your sign. Venus is going to be in Scorpio until the end of the month. So first of all, when Venus comes to the 1st house, we become magnetic. We become magnetic and convincing. And there's something about you, like the aura of beauty is just there. So I'm telling you, if you did need to negotiate a contract or you needed to do something like that, or you just want to be a more charming version of your already charming self, this is a wonderful vibration to help you with. Now, because Venus is an attracting in energy, keep in mind that you are attracting in also partnership, finance, self-worth, and value concepts that are not surface level. They are deep. What you're attracting in, what's coming to you, is coming from a deep vibration to be consumed passionately, right? So whatever this means for you, are you putting a new product out there? Are you having a change of mind or heart in your relationships? Do you need to negotiate a contract? Are you decorating your house and you're just feeling the lushness of the season? Whatever it is, there's just nothing shallow about what's going on. So enjoy this beautiful, beautiful energy and the blessings that may be coming to you as well. On the 6th, we see Neptune turning direct in the energy of Pisces at 24 degrees of Pisces, having gone retrograde in June at 27 degrees of Pisces. Now, this has been working in your 5th house space. So when Neptune is direct, it's like we have an idea, we have an ideal, we have a mind frame or a set of beliefs or even our intuition works in a certain way. And it's like, okay, a bit in reality, but then I can tap out and step into the fantasy world. I can daydream. You can move between both of these places, okay? But when Neptune goes retrograde, it's not like that at all. It's all reality all the time, which is really quite hard for humans because, first of all, it lifts any fantasy out of your world. So in your fifth house around children, joy, pleasure, romance, play, taking a risk on something, like the fantasy has left and you are just left with the reality of what's really here. And one of the things that I think is important for you to be looking at and taking note of, Scorpio, is, first of all, what are your ideas around pleasure, around play? What's your belief system around being able to just enjoy and be fun and be easy? What are your beliefs, honest beliefs and ideals around romance and children, your children, you being a child of someone? All of these things, as Neptune is now direct, you're going to get the opportunity to say, okay, I got to see myself and my ideas and ideals in reality and whether they work for me or not. And now you get to move forward, forming some new ideas, trusting your intuition. Now the stationing day, which is going to be at the 6th, the 7th. I would give you those 2 days. Can be confusing. It can be, the energy is just weird. So just take it easy a little bit with the vibration of things going on with your children or around these questions of joy, pleasure, and play, okay? On the 12th, we've got a new moon happening at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is going to light up your second house space, the money house. It's money, self-worth, value, all of these things, your possessions, they're going to be landing in this second house space. Now, something to keep in mind, Scorpio, is that Mercury went retrograde at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So it's in orb, or it's close to this degree point of this particular moon. So this is the time to flash back to what was going on in your life between the 20th, 25th of November. What was coming up for you around money, around finances, around your value, something like that. Because now, as this is the new moon, you get to plant your seeds of intention to absolutely start a new cycle and commit to something. Say, I am willing to focus in on and make a commitment to something in my financial realm, right? And I'm ready to go on the adventure. I'm optimistic about it. Let's go. Let's do it. However, this particular new moon, while I still think it's very good, it is square to Neptune, who's recently come out of retrograde. So this is where I want you to hold the vision of the archer, because what you're willing and ready to do to step forward with, it is right. I think it is right. And what needs to be corrected, you'll fix during the Mercury retrograde. But first, it's not going to happen at the speed that you would like it to be happening with right now. And it's very much so the archer, where the archer has to pull the arrow back in order to get it to launch forward. And this is the vision I want you to hold here, is that, you know what? Limit the expectations, right? Limit the telling everybody about the new thing that you're going to do. Hang tight. You may have to take a couple steps back because something needs correcting or just adjusting or a review so that you can really launch forward after this Mercury retrograde cycle is over, okay? On the 13th, we'll see Mercury take that retrograde at 8 degrees of Capricorn, lighting up that third house space. Now, things that started to happen between the 1st of December and the 13th are on the table for your review, okay? Now, when we get to the 21st, we'll see the sun enter into the energy of Capricorn. Whatever needs to be adjusted, edited, reviewed, reunion, reconsidered. Now you have light, heat, life, vitality, and motivation to get it done as we're traveling throughout this Capricorn season. But on the 23rd, we see that Mercury retrograde re-enter into Sagittarius. So now we're back in the zone of looking at the 25th of November all the way to the 1st of December. We're also back to looking at what was happening as you were planting your seeds of intention at this new moon, because you'll have an opportunity to review it, okay? You'll have an opportunity to do the full cycle of review all the way until January 20th of 2024. On the 26th, we've got a full moon happening at 4 degrees of Cancer, lighting up your 9th house space. So publishing, marketing, broadcasting, international travel, legal things, business, a training, a certification, anything having to do with higher education, they all fall in here. Now, the full moon is going to ask you, Scorpio, to end something, acknowledge something, or to make an adjustment. And because this is a full moon, Cancer is ruled by the moon as well. It's a pretty potent moon. I think we have a lot of emotional feels around it. But this particular moon is in a really nice conversation with both Jupiter and Taurus and Saturn and Pisces. So I think that this particular moon is really lovely, where you're like, yes, I've been investing in a training, a belief system, faith, maybe higher education. I've been making these travel plans, and you're starting to see the benefits of the work that you've been putting in, right? Like, it's like, yes, this is happening. This is growing. This is changing. This is working out. And I love this particular moon for you. Now, on the 29th, we see Venus enter into the vibration of Sagittarius, and it's going to be here all the way until we get to January 23rd. So we've got quite a long time to attract in any solutions that the retrograde is also helping you call in, right? You're reviewing and re-editing, and Venus is going, oh, okay, I see. We need to know more about that buyer over there so that they will buy the house and we'll have the money. We need to know more about passive income. We need to, oh, okay, we're ready to put that for sale and make the money, right? So it's very much so a calling towards you what you need in terms of resources and confidence on your new journey. Now, as we close out the month and the year, we're going to see Jupiter coming direct in the energy of Taurus in your 7th house. And I'm telling you, what you have built, what has changed in relationships for you is a game changer at this point. So think of the end of the year with this Jupiter coming direct in Taurus as you, like, officially right here, being able to lay the bricks of all of the things that you've learned in 2023, and you will be able to stand on them, build on them, grow from them, especially the value of finances and worth and value around your relationships. There's an expansion here. For some of you, you could also be doing the next expansive thing, which is having children or growing your family in some way, to include marriage, adoption, and all of these kinds of things. So whatever it is for you, Scorpio, I hope you'll share with me in the comment section down below, like we share every month. I always look forward to seeing how your travels are going. I want to thank you so much for traveling with me all of 2023 and letting me travel with you. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome to the tribe. This is a beautiful community. If you have questions, put them in the comment section down below. And I look forward to traveling with all of our tribe, all of our soulmate family as we get into 2024. Have a great month, Scorpio.